Tough decisions, and Katrina is retested for cancer.
Basically, I'm getting prepared, so if they were to say that I have it again, then it wouldn't be such a shock.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
It's the day before the European Cup final, and Luton Airport's got football on the brain. Even check-in supervisor Jane Bolton.
I don't know. 2-1? That's a guess. And if I'm right, I should put a bet down on that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not really into football. Start watching the men running around with their legs.
Everyone's going to Barcelona to watch Manchester United's most important game for 30 years.
115,000 people, all giving it that, we'll be there. Yeah, brilliant.
31 years we've waited for this. Let's hope this is the big one.
There will be a party, there's no doubt about it.
Jane's seen this all before.
I'm not expecting any late passengers today because you know how men are with football. It's the only time they ever turn up early, isn't it, really? If it was a wedding or anything else, they're always late, but football, they're always early, unless they've had a car accident or something.
They may be early, but that's about as organised as they get.
I'll be going to Barcelona in about half an hour. Hoping to get a match ticket, hotel, the lot, but I've got absolutely nothing. But I have to go. I have to go. I reckon my chances to get a hotel and a match ticket, I'd say about 50-50.
Hussein Varaji is a mobile phone salesman from Gloucester.
I've been a Man United fan all my life. I always go to watch the home games, try and go to as many away games as I can.
He may have no match ticket, but at least he's got a flight.
Tense moment. That's right, we're drinking to ease the nerves.
Anthony and Chris have forked out over £1,000 for match tickets and a hotel, but they've got a serious problem.
At the moment, one of us has got a flight with Easyjet.
We're flipping a coin against the flight out.
At the moment, we're flipping, as Chris says, we're flipping a coin to see who's going to get that flight out there, unless somebody doesn't turn up on standby and Easyjet can get us on that flight.
The one with the ticket will get on it, but the other one won't, guarantee it, because every flight to Barcelona and Madrid today has been packed and they've all gone full.
There's one person with other things on her mind.
I never get there straight away.
Check-in assistant Katrina Leader has the morning off work. In 2 hours, she'll be tested to see whether her cancer's back.
You have to go into like a little tunnel, and I get very claustrophobic with fine spaces, don't I?
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's not just that, I'm obviously a little bit scared of what the results might be. Didn't sleep very well last night. I do tend to tell myself, look, you may get this again, and basically I'm getting prepared, so if they were to say that I have it again, then it wouldn't be such a shock. Let's go.
Okay, we'll be fine.
You got your key, yeah?
Yeah.
At 24, Katrina's twice had surgery to remove tumours, once as a teenager and again last year.
When I had it the first time when I was 17, I must admit I was very positive and I never thought I'd get cancer again. And when they did tell me 7 years later that I had it, it was, you know, a tremendous shock to the system. And to be honest with you, I didn't feel I could cope with it.
You need to put an open fronted gown on with the tassels at the front, and then but there's a dressing gown there to cover yourself up with.
Katrina's been clear for just 3 months. Today's her first checkup.
When I'm at work, yes, I am happy and I'm very bubbly because that's how I was before my illness started. The giggly little Katrina. You know, to be honest, sometimes I'm putting on the front.
At 35,000 feet, Hussein has an idea.
Hello there. Can I just borrow your speaker to ask for if any supporters got any spare tickets?
For any spare tickets? I can do it on your behalf, but...
yeah, that's all right.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special announcement, and I'm sure it's a long shot, but I have a passenger up here who requires a ticket for the game. Has anybody got a spare ticket?
How much you got to pay?
Do you have a lot of money?
About £200.
Would you be willing to do £200? He said he's willing to pay £200 for the ticket.
I paid 300 for my ticket, and I won't sell it for 1,000, or maybe even 2,000.
I'll sell it for 1,500.
My ticket is not for sale.
Crossing the Alps on a different plane, stewardess Janie Stock can't resist checking out her passengers.
I'm so nosy. I love having a look who's on board, though. They're out queerer than folk. I love people watching. It's sometimes when you're standing here or at the rear doors there, you kind of think, well, why are you boarding? Where are you going? You know, all these different expressions on their faces. Some people come up really frowning, some people are really stressed, or going to a funeral or to do some dirty deed, you know? Off to Malaga to launder some money. I don't know, I just let my imagination run riot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the same gentleman would like to up his bid to £400. Is there any takers?
But no one's interested. Without a match ticket or anywhere to stay, Hussain's prospects in Spain look bleak.
I am a music stand, I come from round your way. Play!
Meanwhile, across the sky, nosy Janie's routed out a brass band, the Wallace Collection, and persuaded them to play.
Call it when it's in the air, all right? Yeah.
Heads you go.
Heads you. What?
Heads you go.
Heads I go, tails you go.
Yeah.
Ready?
Go flick.
Heads I go, tails you go. Heads.
Yeah. So I go.
Fingers crossed then. Who knows?
Barcelona Airport, and Hussain has just one thing on his mind.
Manchester United is my life. Without Manchester United, I can't live in this world. Basically, I would do anything to see them win this European Cup.
And he wastes no time.
150, yeah. I'll give 200 now. I'll give 200 pounds.
He's found some touts, and the haggling begins.
These ones are together. Well, I'll give 250. Okay, do it. 250, yeah? Okay, do it. All right, in cash. Yeah, cash, yeah.
The deal must be done out of sight of the police. Meanwhile, crunch time is getting uncomfortably close for Anthony and Chris. The flight is about to close.
Hello. What's it worth me getting you on this then?
As long as you're not teasing me with whatever you want.
You've got cancellation.
You've got a cancellation. Pussy! Oh, there you are. Cancellation. You beauty.
Yes.
Lovely.
In the blink of an eye, the fortunes of two desperate United fans have been transformed.
I mean, I'm feeling out of this world at the moment. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely brilliant. It's just, you know, it's just amazing. It's like I've got a ticket to heaven, ticket to paradise. This is how much it means to me. That's it.
At the John Radcliffe Hospital in Oxford, the mood is quite different.
I better go in then, June.
Yeah, I think they're ready for us. Cal, be in there, good luck.
Thanks. I feel really nervous. It's the fact that when I go in there, I know people that are doing the screening are obviously seeing inside my body, and I think to myself when I'm lying there, what are they looking at? You know, they obviously know before I do. And it's hard.
Junior, this first scan will take about 3.5 minutes, so you'll hear that loud knocking noise shortly. Just keep nice and still.
The night before the big game, and in Barcelona, the pre-match party's in full swing. But not for Hussein, whose problem now is that he's got nowhere to sleep.
My there all the way full.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Barcelona's full. Tonight, Hussein sleeps rough. In part 2, Jane meets her match.
Well, if you just let me finish.
Listen, I'm talking. Katrina?
And Katrina gets her test result.
I can assure you, it does fit in the overhead locker.
Yeah, the size doesn't worry me, sir. The regulations with Easyjet, and I'm actually in charge of checking. If you let me finish, sir, the regulations with Easyjet are nothing within the cabin is allowed over 5 kilos.
Well, I would like a written guarantee from your company or Mr. Stelios, whoever he is, that £5,000 worth of equipment that is in that bag is going to...
well, if you just let me finish...
When I get out...
Every
listen, I'm talking, I'm the customer. When I get out at Edinburgh, that is going to be working for me. Because if it isn't...
It will be work. You don't need to point at me, sir.
No, it won't. You can't guarantee that. It's going to be thrown...
If you just haven't let me finish.
This irate passenger is Neil Collier, a sound engineer taking equipment to Edinburgh to record a school choir.
Well, I don't care. I have travelled on...
Well, that isn't the issue here, sir, with your carrying on. It has to be 5 kilos.
It's no good you trying to stick up because you're on film.
I'm not sticking up, sir. I do this to every passenger.
I couldn't care a toss about you, quite frankly. I am telling you...
Well, it either goes on hold or it doesn't travel with you.
I travel all over the world. I travel on British Airways, British Middle. I will be travelling on British Airways next week. That will go with me.
Yeah, but you're travelling with Easyjet today, sir.
I couldn't care who I'm travelling with today. I've travelled with you before, and very good you are. I'm just saying that I would like a guarantee from you in writing that when that gets there, because it's very easy for you to tell me that, but when I get there, if that doesn't work, you're responsible, or Mr. Stelios, whoever he is upstairs,
yeah, and I take it it's packed adequately as well.
Of course it's packed adequately.
Yeah, well then there shouldn't be any problem at all, sir.
It's not it shouldn't.
Well, there won't be a problem. We get camera equipment going. We get thousands and thousands of pounds worth of equipment going every day.
Does it work? I should say, oh yeah, she said it would. And you're having a lovely
I'm Jane
coffee upstairs. I couldn't go you are. And the point is that you'll be upstairs having a coffee and you'll say, sod him.
Excuse me, sir, but there's no need to be rude, and I do not sit upstairs having coffee saying that to passengers at all. I'm just saying I can get my duty officer to come and talk to you, but we obviously don't have anything in writing for you. Dawn, can you please get Graham and send him to Zone A for me, please? Yeah, Dawn, it's urgent. I need him down in Zone A, please.
Jane summons her boss.
We put one of these on it for you, sir, as well, which tells the guys that it's actually fragile.
Well, that will make no difference whatsoever.
It does, because that's what they're there for.
Match day in Barcelona, and the crowds are gathering.
It was such a bad last night, but going straight towards the ground now. I've got my home kit on, not cared anymore. I don't care about anything. It's such a nice scenery.
United! United!
United 2-1.
Well, better get in the other one.
3-1 to United.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Things don't start well. 5 minutes after kickoff,
It's Basler. Oh, deflected and in!
the Germans score.
First blood to Bayern Munich!
Back in Luton, the cavalry arrive to deal with Mr. Collier.
Okay.
I have never had such problems with an airline as Easyjet are throwing up this morning. And as I say, it's all but easy. It's a bloody hassle. What concerns me is the fact that you are being extremely You're being very, you're not bending the rules at all. And that's very good, I suppose, in a way. But what I'm saying is, why is it that I have never had a problem in the last 20 years? And that is a fact.
Well, hopefully you'll travel us again. If you do this on
No, I won't be travelling. That's the whole point. I shall not. I should be travelling with other people. Because even the other thing is, even if you book in advance now, your fares are becoming expensive. So, there we are. All right. So, not a very good morning for you. Never mind. I tell you, it's just one more thing. What about as a goodwill gesture on the part of Easyjet, waving my excess baggage? I'm afraid not so. So again, you're really being awkward about this.
I sort of got a bit uppity, and I shouldn't have done that. It's not very professional, but some people are very rude, aren't they?
It looks pretty bland here, but it's a digital audio tape player, which is very fragile. I've got it packed, as you can see, with foam around the periphery.
If turbulence happened and that fell out on an adult's head, it would create serious damage. Now, could you imagine what that would do to a child, let alone a baby? It would kill them.
Fits neatly into an overhead locker, and all this business about it being thrown around, well, it's never happened to me. I'm not saying it couldn't, but it's just not going to happen. They're just throwing up an excuse.
I'm in a bad mood now. If anybody else is rude to me, I'm going like that. Right, you're not going? No, I won't really.
Why, when I travelled with you to Edinburgh a couple of months, 3 months ago, whatever it was, did you not charge me?
I have no idea what you carry. I can't come up with that.
No, I know you can't, but again, can you find out? Because obviously,
I can't find out how much weight you carried, sir. That's impossible to say.
I can't win, can I?
Well, no, it's impossible. I can't find how much weight you carried.
You should be a politician, you know. You're very good. You never give an answer.
Thank you.
It's time for Katrina's result. Her mum and niece have stepped in to lend moral support because Julian's had to go to work.
Obviously, I'm nervous and anxious. The waiting's always the worst bit, isn't it? But, I mean, I suppose the thing is I have to think positive, and hopefully it will be positive, that, you know, everything's fine.
Katrina?
Katrina, I've got a smile on my face, which is good news. There's no evidence of any recurrent tumour, and that's what you wanted to hear.
I'm shocked, to be honest.
Well, I'm not.
No, I know.
But obviously
I have great faith and confidence in you, but...
Well, nobody can predict the future, but I'd have been very surprised if there'd been a major problem.
I think it's because I didn't expect to get it after 7 years.
No,
And then...
No, absolutely. No. And none of us can foretell the future. But we just take a bit at the time. But so far, so good.
Mr. Collier just won't give up.
I've tried to be very reasonable with you this morning, haven't I? Now, hold on, let me speak, please. I've tried to be very reasonable. I'm trying to do... I think if I take that piece out, it will reduce your problems. And you have said to me, no... Hold on, let me speak. You have said to me, no... We don't care about you. We're not worried about what you do. No, let me finish. That's the third time I've had to ask if I can finish.
I can't put it into words. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
Aren't we? I'm so proud of your auntie.
In Barcelona, Manchester United have equalised. And then, seconds before the end...
Is this their moment?
A miracle.
Beckham. Into Sheringham. And Solskjaer has won it! Memories are made of this forever and a day. United fans will ask, where did you watch the 1999 European Cup final? 50,000 or so will be able to say, I was there.
This has got to be the greatest game ever. I mean, to score 2 goals like that in the last 2 minutes is unbelievable. I just can't believe it.
The revelries begin, but Hussein's at a disadvantage. He doesn't drink, and he's hardly slept in 48 hours.
Everybody out there celebrating, but I just can't do it. I wish I could, but there's no way I can celebrate here. Just got no energy left.
The night's not young for poor old Hussein. he slinks away to begin another long and tortuous hotel hunt. The late shift in Luton, and Katrina's back at check-in.
I asked my surgeon to take some photographs of my tumour. I've been asking him for weeks and weeks and weeks to, like, give me these photos, and he keeps forgetting. Anyway, on Saturday, I was eating my honey nut loops, and I got this little letter through the door. It was my tumour. I didn't know it was going to be... I know. I didn't know he was going to take a picture of me. Jane, I've got something to show you.
Show me.
Holiday snaps.
I can't show mine here.
No. My surgeon said he was going to give me a photograph of my tumour. And it
let's have a look.
Saturday.
Oh, my good God. Is that all of it there?
Yeah.
No way. Seen that? Jesus, Katrina.
I didn't know it was going to be still inside me.
That's your belly.
I know.
Have you got any more?
No.
I love things like this. Look at all the blood up his arm.
The two fans with one plane ticket did go to Spain, but only after another hitch.
He wants his mum's credit card number.
Mr. Collier's fragile luggage arrived intact. And Easyjet say that Hussein's flight back to Luton was one of the quietest ever.